Hello everyone, welcome you back to the science class. I hope you all are doing good. So dear students, as you all know that we have started with the chapter that getting to know plants. So in this chapter we have covered two topics, and today also in this video we shall be continuing. We shall be exploring few more topics. But before that, let's recapitulate what all we have discussed. So we have discussed about the different parts of the plant, and we have discussed the different categories of the plant on the basis of their characteristics, like herbs, shrubs and trees. Okay, so today we shall be discussing some other topics, but before that let's look the objectives. So the objectives are: at the end of the class, students would able to understand about climbers and creepers. They would able to understand the different parts of the plants like the stem and the leaves. So today we shall be covering these topics: creepers and climbers, stem and its functions, leaf, its structure and venation. So let's start with climbers and creepers. So climbers, some plants that take support on the neighboring structures like wall, tree, fence and climb up, called climbers. So climbers are the plants those who climb on some neighboring support. Okay, so for example, money plant, pea plant, grapevine, bean plant, etc. Next is creeper, means they used to creep on the ground. So some plants with weak stem need support, means because of the weak stem they cannot stand by themselves upright. Okay, so they spreads on the ground, and such type of plants are called creepers. For example, pumpkin, watermelon, sweet potato and muskmelon. So children, now to make it more clear what are climbers and creepers, I would like to show you one small clipping. So children, I would like to show you one very common example of climber. I hope you all are able to identify this plant. Okay, this is a money plant. It's a wonderful example of climber. You can see, since it cannot stand upright by itself, it takes the support of this grills. Okay, all right, and it is climbing over the grills. So now next let's discuss about leaf and its different parts. So leaf is the most important part of the plant, and do you know the leaves are also considered as the kitchen of the plant. Why? Because it prepares food for the plant. Clear? So sometimes it is also called as the food factory of the plant. So now leaves and stems together form the shoot. So children, before we read about the leaf, we need to know the different parts of the leaves, right? The part of the leaf by which it is attached to the stem is called petiole. So you can see these are petioles. Okay, through this part the leaf get attached with the stem. Okay, and this broad green color broad part of the leaf is called lamina, and this prominent vein is called midrib. All right, so after some time I will show you one leaf with all these structures. Then the small lines present on a leaf are called its veins. So you know, some small lines are also present in the leaf. So those are called as vein, and these veins, they perform some specific function, that is, it gives support and it transport water and mineral through the leaf. Okay, and the thick vein in the middle of the leaf is called as midrib. So children, let's look one example of a leaf and then try to understand its different parts. So dear students, as we are discussing about the leaves, so let's study about the different parts of a leaf. Now I have displayed here a mango leaf. Okay, now let's study the different part of this leaf. Now this part is called the petiole. This is the petiole part of the leaf. This is the part of the leaf by which the leaf attach itself to the stem. Okay. Now next, this is the this broad part of the leaf. This broad part of the leaf, it is called the lamina of the leaf. Okay, this broad green part of the leaf is called as lamina. Fine. Now here you can see, students, there are small lines Okay, these small lines. So these small lines are called veins, and they have very specific function to perform in the leaf, that they helps in transportation of water and mineral through the leaf. All right. Now, if you can see here, this you can see there's a thick, okay, this thick prominent vein at the, okay, it is continuing from the petiole till the end. So this thick prominent vein is called the midrib of the leaf. This is the midrib of the leaf. Now here you can see very well how this petiole helps, okay, in attaching the leaf to the stem. Clear, children? So I hope you have understood. Yes. Now what is this leaf venation? As the name suggests, venation means these are the design. This is the design made by the veins in a leaf. Okay. So that is called leaf venation. So I'll have some examples for you all to show. Let's discuss it first, then I'll be showing you. So the design made by veins in a leaf is called the leaf venation. If the design is net-like on both sides of the midrib, it is called reticulate venation. So, children, depending on the design which is made by the veins, there are two types of venation which we can find in the different leaves. So, if suppose the veins, they make the design which is in the net-like form. So, that type of venation is reticulate venation. For example, in coriander leaves, rose, oak, etc. And if the design made by the vein is parallel to one another in a leaf, it is called parallel venation. For example, grass, wheat, maize. So would you like to see these different types of venation? Let's look. So I hope you have understood the different types of venation. Yes. Now, children, this is not only that we can see this types of venation in different leaves, but we can take the impression of these venations. You know how? Let's check out. So now, dear students, let's discuss about the venation which we find in the different leaves. Alright, here I have displayed two different types of leaves, that is a lady's finger and a mango leaf. Now let us find out what type of venations are present. Now here you can see in this mango leaf, these veins, children, these veins are very nicely parallelly arranged. Can you see that? The design made by these veins are parallel. So this is a parallel venation. Fine. Now here if we look at, we can see that these veins, they made the design which is similar to a net-like structure. Means they are not parallelly arranged, rather they are forming some net. Okay, net-like structure. They arrange themselves in a net-like pattern. Alright, so this is an example of a reticulate venation. So I think it is very clear. So dear students, as I have told you that we can take the impression of the venations of the leaf as well. So for this, what we have to do, we have to take one leaf and we have to put it in between the paper. Alright, then after that what we will do, we will rub the pencil. Okay, we will just try to draw like this over that leaf below this paper. So here what we are doing, we are taking the impression of the leaf. You can see it's coming out very beautifully. All right, so this we have to rub it nicely. Okay, we have to rub this pencil over it in a nice manner. Then you can see that. So you can see after rubbing this, we got the impression of this mango leaf. So now we can label the different parts. So if you will draw the outline, okay, We can draw the outline of the leaf also. Alright. Now here you can see these are the veins. Okay, these are the veins, and this prominent middle vein is midrib. So isn't it very interesting? Now, dear students, let's discuss about the stem of a plant. But before that, let's look some stems. So now, dear students, as we are discussing about the stem, I would like to show you the structure of the stem. So you can see this is an example of the stem. Alright, this is the stem, and you can see the roots are emerging out of this stem. Alright, so since the roots are attached with this stem, it helps the plants to stand erect above the ground. Alright, and if you can see properly, as it is attached with this root, it helps in transportation of water and mineral from the soil to the entire part of the plants. Alright, and not only this, it supports the leaves. You can see the leaf is coming out of the stem. It supports the leaves. So it performs the function of conduction, as well as it gives support to the leaf, flower and the fruits of different plants. So the stem is the part of plant that support leaves, flowers and fruits. Stems helps in transport of fluid from roots to other parts of plant. So to understand it more properly, let us draw the stem. So you can see from the lower part of the stem, the roots are arising, and the stem gives support to the leaves, okay, to the leaves, to the flowers. Alright, now the next point is stems help in transport of fluid from roots to other parts of plant. This means that since the stem, the stem, it comprises of root at the base, it helps in transport of fluid from the roots. That means the roots, they used to absorb the water and mineral from the soil, and then that roots transfer this fluid to the stem, and the stem helps in transporting this fluid to the different parts of the plant. Now let's see how it does. Now let's look what is that present in the stem which helps in conduction of this fluid. So let us draw the stem once again. So children, in the stem, okay, in the stem, there present some small narrow tube-like structure. Okay, those tube-like structure, they helps in conduction of this water and minerals. So this tube-like structures are called as xylem, and then these tube-like structure, they helps in the upward movement of water and minerals. I hope you have understood that. Let's summarize what all we have discussed. So we have discussed about creepers and climbers. We have discussed about stem and its basic functions. We have discussed about leaf, its different parts, and leaf venation. So thank you so much children for listening to me. For today I would like to wind up. Stay safe, stay healthy. See you in the next class.